Alright, what is up? This is SLOplays, and I'm here today for the biggest Dragon Ball Sparking Zero update and DLC release. Now, we are waiting for this to drop this summer. It is confirmed to be coming, hopefully within the next couple or few months. I don't think it's going to be too long of a wait, but they have definitely been cooking, okay? You cannot sit there and say that Sparking Zero is, a lazy game now. Like, they're actually giving us the most amount of content. I would have to say that we're basically at Sparking Zero 2 at this point. This DLC, the Limit Breaking Neo DLC, is supposedly, I mean, it's got to be a reference to the second game, which was Dragon Ball Sparking Neo. Okay, that was Tenkaichi 2. So, yeah, they're doing a lot. Over 30 plus playable characters will be included in this DLC. There's a brand new game mode. There are new gameplay mechanics and new changes to the actual overall, like, base gameplay, right? And just so much more. Costumes, stages. It's massive, and it was the biggest surprise to me watching this live at the Battle Hour event. So now we're going to be breaking down this 3-minute trailer and turning this into probably a 30-minute video discussing everything. You know, obviously I want to go over everything that you potentially missed, certain references, what things are, what's going on with this DLC, and what to expect. So be sure to drop a like, subscribe here on the channel, and ring my notification bell, guys, if you are excited for Sparking Zero 2, because we are officially here. Let's do it. So the trailer plays, and I'll be honest, I really wasn't expecting them to drop so much, right? I thought it was just going to be, oh, we get a little bit of extra gameplay on the stuff that we've already seen, like, oh, okay, maybe we'll see some of the characters, like PyCon and stuff, which they show right there, and we have Zanga. So we're going to rewind here, kind of go back. Let's get a good look at PyCon. So, PyCon right here, the zoom in, I'm assuming this is going to be his, what is it, Thunder Flash, I think that's the name of the move. I could be wrong about that. I'm always saying, like, Lightning Strike or Thunder Flash or something. It's the one where he does, like, the crazy dance, and then he puts his arms together, and he launches off just, like, not even a barrage, it's just, like, a fucking flamethrower, okay? That's his, like, trademark technique other than Hyper Tornado. So, model-wise, he looks very good, to be expected. We have Zanga here doing probably one of her rush attacks. I can't remember if this is going to be the ultimate or not, but as you can see, she is about to axe kick the shit out of Krillin, my boy. We have Demon King Piccolo, which, I mean, we've seen Gohan, we've seen Goku and Vegeta and Bardock. We've already seen all that, right? But there's King Piccolo doing his Demon Wave technique or whatever. Here's our first look at Grandpa Gohan in the actual gameplay. Again, huge. It's huge to see him actually playable in a modern Dragon Ball fighting game, okay? It's very rare that you get Grandpa Gohan playable, but this is probably his intro. We have Tao doing his Doronpa, the original Doronpa. We have a better look. Not really that much of a better look. It's still his fucking, like, legs and his ass, all right? So we get an ass shot of Devilman here fighting Zamasu, which is actually kind of funny. We got to look at Champa there, as you can see. Champa being a brand new character in this game, right? You know, he obviously was not in the original Tenkaichi games. And something that I do want to say when we actually get to that point is they're adding a lot of characters that were never in any of the Tenkaichi games as well, right? Like, you know, you're going to see GT Vegeta and GT Trunks. Okay, maybe GT Trunks was playable. I forgot. Maybe it was like an outfit. I don't know. I can't remember if he was playable or not because I'm thinking about maybe Xenoverse 2. But yeah, lots of new shit that they never even had. So again, it's like you can't sit there and say that, oh, well, this should have been in the base game. It's like, dog, that wasn't even in Tenkaichi 3. So what are we talking about? So yeah, this is really cool to see Champa. He's actually coming. No Vados as far as, you know, I remember from the trailer. I don't recall any of that, but we do have Super
Just
17.
as the mad doctors intended.
So it's literally a million fucking new things, okay? Over 30 playable characters, which I will point out, I think they only showed like 26, 27 of them. So, and they're saying over 30. So there are probably even more characters, not probably, there are more characters that they haven't even shown off yet. So if your favorite didn't get shown in this trailer, whenever we go through it, or, you know, through the reveals, hey, your favorite might be coming. Who knows? Anything's possible. So this was huge, right? GT Vegeta, right? I love that he's getting playable in a lot more of these modern fighting games, right? I mean, at least for like Xenoverse 2, like the arena fighters. He hadn't been playable, I think, until Xenoverse 2 dropped him as DLC. But before that, I think it was Infinite World. I could be wrong about that, but I'm talking about like a fighting game, like an actual like console fighting game. Infinite World, which I think that was a game that released like maybe in like what 2008 or something. I could be wrong about that, or maybe it was like pretty late. But yeah, we don't get him playable too often. So as you can see right there, he can go Super Saiyan. I don't think he has a Super Saiyan 2 or anything. I could be wrong about that, but I don't see them doing that, right? There was never a confirmation, I think, in GT that he did go Super Saiyan 2 or not, but it doesn't matter. It's not necessary. He doesn't really have that much material, so they're definitely going to have to be pulling some shit, right? This is the final shine attack. Now, that is something that he can do, right? And I'm going to assume he does also transform into Super Saiyan 4. I don't see them fucking this up to the point where it's like, oh, he can't go Super Saiyan 4, only because there were animations in the base game, like in the leftover files that people data mined, where it was Vegeta doing the pose after he goes Super Saiyan 4. So that would be dumb if they didn't have it, because Xenoverse 2 didn't do that, right? They're doing his final shine. Nova Shenron is making his return, so that's awesome. He's got his flaming technique. Again, another big surprise, GT Trunks, right? If you didn't have enough Trunks, we'll get GT Trunks, but not even a single new Goten. I'm looking at you, fucking Sparking Zero. Are you kidding me, Bandai? You know how long I've been asking for GT Goten, and you're asking to put him in? Hey, maybe there's a chance. I doubt it, but maybe there's a chance. All right, I'm being funny, right? I think GT Goten's cool and all that, but I'm not gonna lose sleep over him not being included. It's whatever. But this is really cool because obviously he can't go Super Saiyan, but there is a technique that is a duo attack between father, son in Dragon Ball GT. We never had that shit. So again, it's like there were people that saw this and are still saying that this shit is garbage, or, oh, should have been in the base game. It's like, dog, they're adding stuff that we've never really even seen before in like a Dragon Ball fighting game. So this is awesome, dude. It's almost like Android 17 and 18's attack. I think they did this in the anime. I could be wrong about that. Just GT, bro, so I don't even remember a lot of the shit. But this is really cool. You have Vegeta doing a blue beam. You have Trunks doing a yellow beam. And they, do a joint, clash attack to blast them. King Vegeta makes his return, and of course, they are using the new Dragon Ball Super Broly design, which is really fucking cool, right? Hopefully, I'm praying they also give us the outfit to where he can be, the original version, I guess the Z version. In Budokai Tenkaichi, the old ones, right, the old games, he actually had a different outfit, okay? It was the one that was from Dragon Ball Z and not from Dragon Ball Super. So I'm hoping they do that because they did it with Bardock, but I don't know, we'll see. So this is his, I think it's Orga Blaster or something. I can't remember the name of that. This is probably Ultimate. Again, another huge surprise. I don't think we ever have had Chi-Lai playable. We thought she was going to be playable in Xenoverse 2. They made a whole new model for her and just added her in the story. She wasn't actually playable. So this is awesome to see that we can play as Chi-Lai. This is the game. Sparking Zero is the game. Like, right, we had Pansy fucking playable, right? So fuck yeah, give us Chi-Lai. That's awesome. Okay, and this is all new Dragon Ball Super Broly movie content that I will say we should have had in the base, but with Chi-Lai, I was not expecting her to ever be playable, right? Like Arctic Stage, Goku and Vegeta's Gallic Kamehameha and stuff, like that's a W. Like that's stuff that we really should have had. But having her playable is a huge surprise, right? Using her gun and stuff. We have Jocko playable. What the fuck's going on with his arm there? I don't know what that was. Oh no, that was his gun. It was just like weird. Very Gamma 1 and 2 style for his ultimate. Now this is the thing that's interesting to me. This is Kid Oob that they're showing right here. Right?
Galaxy, check it.
I don't know anybody that asked for Kid Oob, like, that you see for, like, maybe, I don't know, one battle. It's a very short battle between him and Goku, right? But, hey, more characters. Great, cool. Yeah, this, I'm assuming, is going to be a separate playable character because GT Oob is older, right? So, yeah, that's kind of a weird thing. Looks like he does have a rush attack here. And then, of course, the thing that really did need to be in the base game, GT. I'm gonna die. End of Z Goku, right? End of Z Goku. His outfit is gonna be in the game. He actually does have new animations for this outfit. So this is where it transitions into costumes and super attacks. Now they say over 20. So 20 plus customizations, right? So I'm assuming that means not just outfits, but super attacks. Like, I'm assuming every costume, every new outfit that they add adds at least some type of new attack, right? I could be wrong about that, but I don't know. We'll see. So here's a clash animation between them. Here's Goku's new, I'm assuming this is his new ultimate. I don't know what the fuck he's trying to do here. It looks like he's about to pull out a spirit bomb on this dude, Oob. But yeah, he does like a rush, and then he teleports to the top. So I'm not exactly sure what he's doing there, but oh, I'm so happy Gohan is finally getting his high school outfit. I can't remember if he had that in the Tenkaichi games or not, but he probably did. If not, then this is even bigger plus. He can go Super Saiyan and everything. And he does use the technique that he did in the anime, like exactly when he was wearing this outfit and everything. This was the Gold Fighter arc, right? Where nobody knew who he was and he was trying to go under like a alias or whatever. And he actually used like an air palm blast to destroy some crooks, or like it was like a car that was driving away. This is after he did the one of the coolest techniques that they could have had. I don't even know if you could do this as a technique, but I don't know if it's like a counter, because Sparking Zero doesn't really do counters like this. But I don't know, man. If a coolest reference, and I know this is crazy to say, would be if somebody had a gun and you shot Gohan and he used maybe like a counter or something like that, and he goes like this, and then he grabs all the bullets. But I guess that wouldn't work, right? Because most of the characters, if not all of them, shoot like ki blasts. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's really cool. Saiyaman 2, aka Saiya Woman, Videl, she's finally getting her. I mean, this is under costumes and super attack, so it looks like Videl is just going to be getting this as an outfit, which I think works better. I don't need her to be a separate playable character, right? So yeah, that works for me. Now this is interesting. This is where I was like, oh my god, we are cooking. Like, we're actually cooking. So I'm assuming this is going to be early Z Piccolo, right? Just like the first regular Piccolo. But this is specifically Piccolo from the Cooler movie, right? Stretchy arm Piccolo technique. That was very iconic. I say iconic, but that's like one of his main things that he really showcases in the very first Cooler movie, which I think was movie number 5. So he grabs the opponent. Or actually, he didn't grab the opponent. He just beat the he just fisted them. And it looks like he transitions into a special beam cannon after that. So that's a really cool technique, right? That's how they get creative with it, where they can combine things together to make something new. And I like that, right? Now this shit right here, oh my god, dude. This might be the most hyped thing in the entire trailer. I'm sorry, like, this got me excited because you know what they're doing right here? They're actually breaking the model and changing up the model to look like something completely new. So they created Goku Mid from the Cooler movie, number 5, after he transforms into Super Saiyan, and he charges up like this. I mean, I know this pose is something that he also does in like the anime as well, but it's because it was the movie and they were trying to reference, you know, the Frieza arc. So he goes, oh, he charges up, you can see, and we're gonna go into the camera mod that I use, okay? And we're gonna see what you're not supposed to see in Sparking Zero, because I know 100% this does they did break his model with his face right here, and if you probably move his face is gonna look kind of funny, but this looks awesome, dude. So yeah, they changed up his model completely, and then after this is a lot of people were pointing out, right? After he charges up and it zooms out, he goes right back to the Shintani style, which I think is kind of funny. And he charges, he does that, like, you know, horizontal punch, and this shit had me tweaking, bro. Oh, you fucking see this? This looks like a different game. This is not even Sparking Zero, dude. This is not. They literally recreated the original Dragon Ball Z movie. I mean, well, just OG Dragon Ball Z style for this attack, okay? And there was lots of bitching I saw online saying, well, if they can make it like this, then they can just make, why don't they update all the models? Like, dog, do you realize how long that would fucking take? For them to update every single character model to look different? Like, come on, bro. The character models they're genuinely not that bad. Like, y'all are acting like this game is like the worst looking Dragon Ball game ever or something like that. Like, dog, it's really not that bad. If it was that bad, it wouldn't have sold this much and have people playing this much. Like, the models, I understand people want better looking models or like models that are more iconic to, I don't fucking know, a different series, but this is just the art style that they went for. And it looks fine. You know, not every character looks amazing, right? But this is fine. Like, this is what I would expect them to do. If they were going to give us something that looks different in terms of the model, it would be through an animation, right? Because they're able to change up the model. Because even in the base game, there are a lot of models that get broken and they change them up and make them look different for specific attacks. Like, you see Gohan when he goes Super Saiyan 2, his animation looks different. Goku when he goes Super Saiyan 3, his stuff looks different, right? Because we've seen it. Like, it looks like a different type of like style for Goku, and then his model shrinks a little bit, right, to become more like the Shintani. So this looks really good. Again, you're mainly, when you're watching a character being, you know, you're playing as a character, you're mainly seeing him from the back anyway, so you don't even really see his face until, you know, they do an attack. So this is fine to me. Like, this is absolutely fine. Oh, you just accepting the bare minimum. They need to make a completely different fucking game. Like, come on, man. Like, this. Can you just appreciate how cool this looks? Like, this is great. This is great. They didn't even have to do this for the attack. They could have just used the Shintani model and have him just do that animation. But no, they went through the effort of doing that. So it's like, they care. They actually do care. So, again, that is the technique that he does in the Cooler movie to, I think this is what he does to finish him off. Cooler throws his gigantic fucking death ball or whatever, and then it does that animation where it zooms in and he goes, "Ah, fuck you, Cooler!" And I think he blasts him to the moon, or the sun. I gotta see that again. I'm so wet after watching that. I gotta see that. Oh my god, it's so good. New game mode. Become a greater super warrior. So this thing kind of had me confused. I don't exactly understand it, but it seems to be almost like an RPG kind of element, right? That's how it feels, okay? Because you can see step 1, there's a map. So you choose your destination for fighting certain opponents, okay? It shows SP at 55. I'm assuming that is maybe the level of your character. It shows your stamina. It shows that you have sensu beans. This is basically, dare I say, like an action RPG story kind of thing. I don't know. I mean, I don't think there are cutscenes or anything, but this is something that makes this game feel like a completely different genre in a way, right? Like, this is something that's kind of like a story in a sense, right? You can see you can collect the 7 Dragon Balls, right? Now, this isn't like, I don't think it's open world, like where you can like travel. I think this is just Goku like on the stage, and then you just select your destination like menu-wise, right? So I think this is really cool. I also see a little icon that shows, it's like a rectangle next to the sensu bean, and it has a little like rotation arrow. Not exactly sure. Maybe that's like retry or like redo or something like that. And it shows you have different number of turns. Okay, turn 1. Very, very interesting. I'm assuming the SP is the level, because you do a battle or event, so you beat the character, and then you can level up your character, okay? Now, this is interesting, because my head might be covering it, but you can see all the stats for Goku, and it looks like you might be able to change up or even level up the stats. There's a battle art, which is interesting. I'm not sure what that is, but you can see Master Roshi is there, so maybe battle art is some kind of influence on a technique or something. I don't know. Main effect increases SP by 10. Okay, so maybe SP is it. I don't know. It shows EXP there. So maybe it is a level. So maybe if you have a certain character on there, that's what the battle art is. I think that's what that is. The battle art for a certain character can do something. So the main effect for that will be, I guess you get an extra 10 SP whenever you beat an opponent, right? The secondary effect gives you a blast attack boost of 7, a defense boost of 1, and a skill gauge recovery boost of 2. This is really cool. This is going to be a lot of fun, man. I wasn't expecting them to do something like this. That's cool. So again, select the destination. Yeah, it just looks like a menu, like a map where you can select. It's not necessarily you get to travel, which I think that would have been a lot cooler, but it's like, you know, I get it. I understand. Then I say cooler, and look, there's cooler. So you can see he's an SP of 56, and it's in red, so that means like, oh, well, you're a lower level, so you might get fucked. Right? Yeah, and he just flies out there. Battler events, sometimes fighting, sometimes learning.
I'm being crushed beneath my feet.
Gotcha!
Okay, so here it is. Grow into an even greater super warrior. This is cool, man.
Task, I have a wonderful reward ready for you.
So after you actually level up your character, it'll reflect in the gameplay. So you can see Goku when he's charging up his aura here after leveling up. It's overwhelmingly massive.
Are you ready?
I don't know what they were thinking with this, but this is awesome. So people want anime accurate shit. That's lore accurate, you know, power scaling right there. You get stronger, your aura shows it off, right? Literal aura farming. So they do confirm only 4 new stages, okay? I know there are going to be some people that are disappointed by this, right? I definitely think we deserve more. But you guys have to remember, stages in this game are not like stages in other games. They put a lot of detail, a lot of extra effort into these. So 4 new stages, I'll take it. Better than nothing. And they're actual stages that we want. You know what I mean? We are getting Kami's Palace. Yes. I hope the stage destruction allows us to get to the level of where Gotenks and Super Buu were fighting. If we can have that, that's how I know they put in a lot of love. But we'll see. We'll see. So yeah, this is gonna be kind of similar to the first demon. Was it the first? I think it was the first Demon Realm stage, where it's kind of like in the air. So this is a very iconic map. This is something that we definitely need. And it does look like you can destroy the stage, just like I said. So that's awesome. Look at that. Kami's house is coming. Now, something to point out about this is they actually added completely new textures, and they changed this up. This isn't the same Kami house stage that is in the base game already, right? And I mean, the same goes for the Kami Palace. These are things that are like, you know, on the menu of Sparking Zero, but you can't play as them. So they definitely had to, you know, polish these up and change it up. So yeah, this is not the same exact, like, it's not just copy paste. No, they went in there and they give it more textures, more stuff, and you can blow the fucking house up. This is great. This is good. If you're gonna show these stages off, you also need to show how crazy the stage destruction gets, and that's awesome. Bitter Tundra! Again, should have been in the base game, but we're finally getting the fucking Glacier stage. Like, if I was gonna choose any stage I've been asking for, I said, if you're gonna promote the shit out of the Broly movie, it should have been this map in there, right? If you can have the tournament power, you can also have a Tundra or Glacier, and this looks so fucking detailed. Again, showing off the destruction. We can recreate the Android 13 versus Goku fight and stuff. This is gonna be awesome, too. And then the Stratosphere, Planet Vegeta. Yes, a space map. Another map that should have been in the base game. We're finally getting it, right? And it's a good addition because we're also getting Chilled and fucking, you know, Saiyans. Like, I think we're also getting Fasha, King Vegeta, Super Saiyan Bardock. Like, this is everything that I was asking for. If you look through all the speculation videos that I did, this is stuff that I was like, hey, they could do it. And they actually did. That's crazy. Look at this. Ah, the beam clash on this. Oh, it looks so good. You can also do the Goku versus Beerus fight recreation. So that's awesome too. And keep in mind, only 4 new stages now doesn't mean that that's it. There could be more. I was saying there could be more. Maybe there could be more. But in the future, when they do more and more DLC updates and even more updates, they likely will add even more stages. This game has the potential to have Xenoverse 2 level expansion, right? And they seem to be doing it right now. So they did a new battle system, which is interesting. Again, didn't expect this at all. And this goes to show that this is basically making a sequel to Sparking Zero without making a sequel to Sparking Zero. You know what I mean? Because that's what the Tenkaichi games were. If you go from Tenkaichi 1 to 2 to 3, they have, I don't want to say small changes, but I mean, the models are still the same for the most part. But they change up the HUD maybe, they change up the gameplay a little bit, like every single time. And eventually, it was basically DLC. The sequels to the games back in the day you know, if you were growing up with these Dragon Ball games, they basically made them like DLC. The only time where it was like a major change was like from Budokai 1 to Budokai 2, where it's like, oh, we just changed up the models completely. You know what I mean? So this is really cool. Again, I don't know anybody that's really asking for some of this, but this is cool because it's like a follow-up with an ally's special move, a chain blast, okay?
I'll protect you. Don't worry.
So that's pretty cool. You know how they kind of have like a chain thing where you like swap to a character? This allows you to do an actual technique with it, like a blast attack. So that's pretty cool. So this is where I was like, okay, we're getting a little bit crazy with the fucking gameplay here. Overwhelm them with even greater power. If Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta wasn't strong enough, give him a sparking boost. What the fuck is this? Like, are you kidding me? I don't know about this, dude. This might be a little bit crazy, a little bit too much, right? So now whenever you boost to limit break, sparking mode, you do get a boost in your stats. This shit gonna be so fucking insane. I'm excited for it, man. I'm excited for it. I don't play online, so I personally don't give a shit, but I know there are some people who are like, dog, now Gogeta, everybody's gonna be running Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and Ultra Instinct Goku and just go to sparking mode and then Ki Blast. So we have the new Sparking Zero theme song from Hironobu Kageyama, the OG guy who did it. Sparking Zero is finally out of beta, y'all. So I gotta hear what this looks like after it's been like fixed. Oh, this sounds good. Yeah, this sounds a lot better. So we can see the technique a lot better for Goku and Vegeta when they're doing it. This honestly looks cooler than what it looked like in the movie, I think. Because you're seeing things a little bit more up close. So then Oob's doing his, I'm assuming that's his ultimate, Kid Oob. I still can't believe we're getting Kid Oob, where he throws Goku. Mighty Mass confirmed. Why the fuck are we getting Mighty Mass? That's awesome. Like, again, a character that I don't think anybody was really asking for, but sure, I'll take it. So Goten and Trunks, this is a 2-in-1 character. So, hey, Goten got a new character. Woo! Finally! So this is pretty cool. We have a big tree cannon. Oh, I love that. I didn't even see this in the trailer. I didn't even know Lemmo comes in. So that's probably her ultimate. Chilai's ultimate has Lemmo come in. That's awesome. GT Android, Karen Android 18, you gotta be shitting me, dog. Not gonna lie, it's a pretty hot design. This is like, you know, older woman, MILF, Android 18, let's fucking go. And then she has a Ki Blast here. Shout out to the homie Xeno Coffee. Homie been asking for this bitch forever. So yeah, we're getting Supreme Kai. God damn, took him long enough, but okay, we'll take it. I don't think there is a confirmation of Kibito Kai, but again, I'm not losing sleep over that. I'm fine with Supreme Kai is just fine. Okay, we're getting Android 8, so Ader does return. Again, it was part of another speculation I was talking about. I was hoping, hey, if you're gonna add some of these characters, we gotta also add some of the older characters from, you know, the Tenkaichi game for OG Dragon Ball. So, got his barrage. Shout outs to that one guy, I don't know, is it Pedje or Pehe or something? There's this one guy on YouTube that was posting a Nam video in Tenkaichi every single day since the reveal of this game, hoping that they'd include Nam. And bro can finally rest because he's here. And I was asking about Nam myself. Okay, you go back and you watch the video where we were talking about, like, you know, speculation and stuff. I was like, Nam is actually genuinely like one of the coolest characters that they had because he does that fucking cross-arm dive, and that's what they show right here. Let's go, dude. I love Nam. Let's get it. So this is hype. They finally added my boy. They're adding General Blue. They're adding General fucking Blue. Are you kidding me? Lord Shield. Again, we were talking about this, dog. We were like, hey, if you're gonna have Super Saiyan Bardock, you can't skip out on Shield. I wasn't gonna lose sleep over it, but like, this is perfect. This is exactly what we want. Now we can recreate that battle. Salza. I was talking about that too, bro. Because I mean, this is all stuff that was in the original games, and they're finally adding it with the Salza blade, dude. Pasha, my goat, looking beautiful. Oh, man, dude. Oh, I know they're not going to do this, but God, please give me an interaction between Fasha and Caulifla. If we get a single interaction between them and there's just something, anything that's unique, it doesn't even have to be crazy. It could be like, hey, you know, fuck you. Or so, I don't fucking know what they would say. Just give me something, dog. They probably won't do anything, but that would be so cool. Like, imagine, like, Fasha was basically the cauliflower, the OG cauliflower, like, before cauliflower existed. We got Tora. Tora does come through. Let's get it. I love Tora. His design is so cool. He's got like a spiky hair, but he also has like a little ponytail, so that's kind of cool. I love that we're getting Tora. Here we go. We got a little bit more animations for these characters that we've seen. Now, this is interesting. They're showing off this version of Trunks. Now, I could be wrong, and it looks like he might just be doing a burning attack here, but the burning attack looks a little bit different. I think, you know what I think this is? I think this is post-Cell Saga, go back to the future, kill the androids Trunks. That's what I think. Because why would they show Trunks again for no reason? You know what I mean? And I know he doesn't really look all that different. Because, I mean, we already have a tank top version of Trunks, if I recall correctly. So, yeah, I think that's what this is. And then we have... Oh, this is so cool. So, I think... I'm assuming this is... one of GT Trunks' techniques. This is so cool. The intro of Dragon Ball GT they included, that's love. That is love, dog. I love this. This might be the second hypest thing in the trailer. This is so good. I gotta see it again. What up? Fuck you. Fuck you too. Look at that. Even more outfits. Now, I won't say that they fixed Kid Goku, because his models still kind of look not that great. But it's a big, massive plus, and it makes him look like 100 million times better. The fact that he has his original outfit, dog. And I think he might actually have a new technique with it as well. Yes, this is the outfit he should have had. We did not need that Dragon Ball Super shit, Super Broly movie shit, where you see him for 2 seconds in the intro. But this is nice. Giving Gohan his Chinese gi is crazy, dog. He's getting that and the BoJack movie gi. Bless up. You know, we're going to be able to see Super Saiyan 2 Gohan in the Chinese gi. When you ever get that shit, dog? Like, this is cooking. This is cooking. People are like, oh, Gekishin Squadra is so much better. They had all these new outfits and stuff. It's like, well, Sparking Zero's finally doing it now, too. So you can't even make the joke anymore. 5'9" Goku outfit? Like, are you kidding me, dog? Come on, bro. And this is End Z Goku. So that means we're going to be able to see him wear this shit in Super Saiyan 2 and Super Saiyan 3. Bless up, bro. Bless up. And then here's Goku's new Kamehameha in the air. So I'm assuming this is part of it. So I think what he does is he does a rush, okay, from the animation. This is the new Goku Kamehameha technique. They'll call it end of Kamehameha end. Call it end of Z Kamehameha. Just call it that, and you can take my money, fucking Bandai, you bitches. So yeah, it looks like he's gonna do the rush, hit him or whatever, and then transport, do a little teleport to the top. It's gonna have that animation where he's just like, you know, rhyme style stancing, and then he's gonna charge that fucking Kamehameha up in the air and blast Oop to oblivion. So yeah, I appreciate that. Like, we have a million Kamehamehas in the game, but fuck, animate the one that he had in the End of Z. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. Maybe it might be Meteor Combination? The way that looked? Hold on. I'm just realizing that's Meteor Combination, dog. Maybe we didn't see all of the animation there. Or maybe this is like, it's like Meteor Combination. Oh, man, bro. Okay, I don't want to jump the gun with it, but when I'm seeing this, where he's in the air like that and he's doing the Kamehameha, it just clicks for me the way it looks. Meteor Combination, bro. It's Meteor Combination. So, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero 2. That's it. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero Neo. We're definitely getting Dragon Ball Sparking Zero Super Limit Breaking Meteor next year or within the next couple of years, right? This is crazy, man. This is crazy. You can't sit there and say that they weren't cooking. You cannot sit there and say they weren't cooking. So, you can see right there, we got Demon King Piccolo, Bardock Super Saiyan, Mighty Mask. Like, what the fuck, dude? Pycon, Kid Oob, Chilai, Super 17, and GT Vegeta and Super Saiyan there. That's 30 plus new characters. and they only showed, I think, like 26 of them or something like that. So that means there will be more that they haven't shown off yet. 20 plus customized items, costumes, and super attacks. So there's going to be more than that. Now, they don't say 4 plus new stages, so I think this is all we're getting for stages. Now, the cool thing is the Stratosphere stage, you can see right there, you have a normal Earth version, and then you also have a Planet Vegeta version. So, in a sense, you could say 5 stages, but that's pushing it. That's just, you know, being optimistic. And then the new game mode, which is awesome. And then look at the new art, too. I mean, I posted about it all on Twitter. Shintani drew brand new artwork, basically a brand. This is what Sparking 02, if they actually like made a new copy of it, right? Like a physical edition, it would look like this. This is literally Dragon Ball Sparking 02. It really is. Like, you gotta be fucking shitting my ass. Shit my ass for me. Like, come on. And they just say summer 2026, okay? So yeah, guys, I'm excited, beyond excited. This is truly, Sparking Zero is back. Like, you cannot sit there and say it's not back. Like, it is back. It just has everything that you could have pretty much asked for, 99%. Like, and there might be more content even coming within the next couple of years. So this game is slowly but surely becoming its absolute best version. 1,000 likes on this video right now because it's hype as shit.
This is Broly, and you are watching SLOplays. Make sure to subscribe, or else I'll destroy your entire planet.